Here we have In the Forest. The stories and the pictures are by Marie Hall Ets. Oops, let me get to the first page. There we go. I had a new horn and a paper hat. I think that little boy's talking. I think he's our narrator. And I went for a walk in the forest. A big wild lion was taking a nap, but he woke up when he heard my horn. Doo-doo-doo. "Where are you going?" he said to me. "May I go too, if I comb my hair?" So he combed his hair, and he came too. When I went for a walk in the forest. Oh, he's got his crown on. 2 elephant babies were taking a bath, but they stopped their splashing when they saw me. Look at that, they hung their clothes up over here. That would be fun to be an elephant baby and shower with your own nose. "Wait for us," they said as they dried their ears. Elephant ears are big, huh? That might take a while. One put on his sweater, one put on some shoes, and the elephant babies came too. When I went for a walk in the forest. Ooh, there's a whole line of them. 2 big brown bears sat under a tree. They were counting their peanuts and eating jam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. "Wait a minute," they called. "We want to go too." So they picked up their peanuts and a spoon for the jam, and the big brown bears came too. When I went for a walk in the forest. A mother and father kangaroo were teaching their baby how to hop. Up, down, up, down. "We'll bring our drums," the mother said, "and our baby is no bother at all. I carry him in my pocket." They have drums in the forest. So the baby climbed into his mother's pouch, and the kangaroos came too when I went for a walk in the forest. There's the baby kangaroo in the pouch, and the kangaroos are drumming their drums. An old gray stork was sitting down beside a pool of water. He sat so still that I had to go near to see if he was real. The stork stood up and looked at me. He did not say one word. But when I went back to my animals, that funny bird came too. 2 little monkeys high up in the trees. They stopped playing and shouted when they saw me. "A parade, a parade! We like a parade." So they got their best suits from a hole in the tree. Oh, look at their best suits. They even have hangers and cool little hats. And the 2 little monkeys came too. That is a parade, isn't it? When I went for a walk in the forest. I spied a rabbit behind a tall weed. "Don't be afraid," I called to him. If you want to go too, you can walk with me. So the rabbit came too. The rabbit stayed up front with him, with the narrator boy. I blew my horn. The lion roared. The elephants trumpeted through their trunks. The big bears growled. The kangaroos drummed. The stork clapped his bill. The monkeys shouted and clapped their hands. But the rabbit made no noise at all when I went for a walk in the forest. We came to a place made for picnics and games, so we stopped and ate peanuts and jam and some ice cream and cake that were there. There happens to be ice cream and cake in the middle of the forest? Look at that squirrel watching. Oh, and look what kind of ice cream. It's homemade ice cream, or you have to turn the crank to make it into ice cream. We played drop the handkerchief once all around, which is kind of like duck, duck, goose a little bit. You drop the handkerchief behind the person, and then they have to get up and chase you and catch you before you get to their spot. Look, it's the rabbit's turn. We played London Bridge is Falling Down. And then I was it for hide and seek, and everyone hid except the rabbit. He just stood still. See where everyone's hiding? Monkey. Coming, like ready or not, here I come, I called, and then I opened my eyes. There wasn't an animal there at all, but there was Dad. He was hunting for me. Whom were you talking to? He said. To my animals. They're hiding, you see. But it's late, said Dad, and we must go home. Perhaps they will wait until another day. So I called to them as I rode away. Goodbye, I said. Don't go away. I'll hunt for you another day when I come for a walk in the forest. That makes me wonder. Was he imagining all those animals?